Yo, what is good, YouTube, man, bro? And if you guys are new here, today is Bible Wednesdays, not Bible Wednesdays, Bible Mondays. So every Monday the Dontavius crew gets together and reads the Bible together. We have like Bible studies. I'm making like a Bible playlist for each Bible things that I do, and there's going to be something new on the channel. We're going to be active throughout all week, throughout all month, and we're close to hitting 1K subscribers. So I know we can hit 1K subscribers by the end of this month. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to John chapter. Last Monday we read John chapter 1. Now we're reading John chapter 2. So everybody turn your pages to John chapter 2. Let's get it. On the third day there was a wedding at Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus, who was also invited to the wedding with his disciples. When the wine ran out, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not come yet." So what does Jesus mean by that his hour has not come yet? His hour has not come when he has to like perform miracles and stuff like that. He means by this is because the blessings that he does is that the hour hasn't came for him. And we got to understand that the reason why God hasn't like performed our blessing is because our hour or our day hasn't come to the thing that we had to not, bless with. But to understand that that we gotta stop blocking our blessings is that we gotta delete those habits that are forcing us to block our blessings, because blocking our blessings, we can't get like things that we want because we are blocking our own blessings. And what God is trying to do, he's trying to move y'all to another season, but y'all are literally like blocking your own blessings. Sometimes I block my own blessings. It's not, I sometimes, like, here's the thing, I sometimes don't obey God, but I still be on track for him. So we gotta understand that it's hard to like let go of addiction, and I'm still getting rid of some habits that God is cleansing my heart with, and placing new habits into my life. But anyways, the thing is that God is reforming you into a new season, and you gotta understand that he is preparing you for things greater than what you have before that old season. Because that old season, there's going to be no friends, there's going to be nobody who's going to stop you. Why? Because God is helping you. God is giving you advice to get you ready for that season. You feel me? So now, what I want you to highlight is in John chapter 3, not John chapter 3, John chapter 2, verse 3, it says, "They have no wine." And John chapter 4, and Jesus said to her, "Woman, why does this have to do with me? My hour has not come yet." So every time when Jesus speaks, I highlight it instantly, because I know that Jesus is trying to tell me something, that it's important, because he is the main character. Of course, we all listen to the main character. But Jesus is the Father who art in heaven, not a main character, because he is real. Anyways, let's continue to read. His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Now, there were 6 stone water jars for the Jewish rites of perfection, each holding 20 or 30 gallons. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water," and they filled them up to the brim. And he said to them, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the feast." So they took it. So what I want you to highlight is John chapter 2 verse 7 and 8, because this is talking about the feast and how Jesus is about to turn water into wine. I'm not going to go into full information about that, but you know what I mean, just highlight that. Alright, we're about to get into the underlining stuff. We're about to get into the underlining things. So let's go. When the master of the feast tasted the water now became wine, and did not know where it come from, though the servant who had drawn the water knew, the master of the feast called in the bridegroom and said to him, "Everyone who served the good wine first, and the people have drunk freely, then the poor wine, but you have kept the good wine until now." So what does this mean? It means that Jesus is basically turning water into wine. And he says that this is cleaning. Every time when we drink the dirty wine, drink wine, but I can't, because I'm 15 years old. And I'm just preaching to my adults out there who be watching my videos. And God is saying to not use wine for your addiction, because using wine in bottles isn't good for your health, isn't good for you. You know what I mean? So in the Bible it mentions wine. You can drink wine, but don't abuse it. Don't abuse drinking wine, because that isn't good. That isn't good for you. So alright, now let's keep reading. When the master This is the first signs that Jesus did at Cana in Galilee, and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed in him. And so what this means right here is that he's basically telling us to stop, to don't use his father's house of trade, because they were using God's temple of a house of trade. Alright, and then sorry guys, my phone had to get some storage. Anyways, he told those who the pilgrims, "Take these things away. Do not make my father's house of trade." Make sure you highlight this, the John chapter 2 verse 16, and then underline 17. His disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal your house, and will consume you." And so the Jews said to him, "What sign do you show us for doing these things?" And Jesus said, "Answer them, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will rise it up." So make sure you highlight 19, John chapter 19. The Jews then said, it has taken 46 years to build this temple, and how will you raise it up in 3 days? But he was speaking about the temple of his body. When therefore he raised from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this, and believed that the scripture and the word that Jesus had spoken. Now, when he was in Jerusalem, the Passover feast, many believed in his name when they saw the signs that he was doing. But Jesus, on his part, did not entrust himself to them, because he knew all people and needed no one to bear witness about man, for he himself knew what was in man. So honestly, I'm gonna give you my testimony. Y'all remember on how I first encountered Jesus? If y'all didn't know that I was in a situation back in 2023. This was around like my seventh grade thing, and then my old best friends betrayed me, because back on my old channel I used to make content about this game called The Coffin of Andy and Lele. I didn't even know it had like, incest or whatever it's called. And then fast forward to a few years from now, they're still trying to come inside my life and ruin me, because basically they didn't like what I was producing out there. So I just blocked them. They tried to like harass me. They tried to, dox me and stuff like that. And then fast forward to like 8th grade, I was sad. I was scared. I didn't even know what to do at that time, because I was literally crying my heart out. And then later that night, before school, I was sleeping, and then I had an encounter with Jesus, and I was like, whoa. So then now y'all understand half of my testimony, but I'm gonna get the full testimony out there soon about an animation video. But I still have to like focus on the part 2 of the homecoming. So I'm gonna see you. So thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe, turn the bell notifications on. Let's get this video to how many likes y'all wanna have, and make sure y'all join the Discord server. Peace.